To go ahead and dive into it, we wanted to make sure that we really, have the right perspective as we start the event. And I think there's two sides to that. The first side is, it's all about customer experience, right? And that's one of the big reasons that we do it here at the Broadmoor 5-star resort, some of the best service that we could, ever experience. So it really gets us in the mindset of exceptional customer experience. The second thing, though, is social networking. And, in all my conversations over the last couple of days with you folks and some of the pre-conference events, social networking is right on the tip of everybody's tongue. And so, it's all about consumer empowerment and then the power that a single consumer has. So I wanted to kick things off with a video. I'm sure most of you have seen this because it's been viewed over 6 million times in the last couple of months. I've seen it a handful of times personally, and I actually think it gets funnier every time. So let me share this video with you, and I'll be back in a minute.
I flew United Airlines on my way to Nebraska. The plane departed Halifax, connecting in Chicago's O'Hare. While on the ground, a passenger said from the seat behind me, "My God, they're throwing guitars out there." The band and I exchanged a look, best described as terror, at the action on the tarmac, and knowing whose projectiles these would be. So before I left Chicago, I alerted 3 employees who showed complete indifference towards me. United, united, you broke my Taylor guitar. United. Just admit it, I should have flown with someone else or gone by car. 'Cause United breaks guitars. When we landed in Nebraska, I confirmed what I suspected. My Taylor had been the victim of a vicious act of malice at all. So began a year-long saga. I'll pass the buck, don't ask me, and I'm sorry, sir, your claim can go nowhere. So do all the airlines people from New York to New Delhi, including kind Miss Earlwig, who says the final word from her is no. I've heard all your excuses, and I've chased your wild gooses, and this attitude of yours, I say, must go. United, united, you broke my Taylor guitar. United, united, some big help you are. You broke it, you should fix it. You're liable, just admit it. I should have flown with someone else or gone by car. 'Cause United breaks guitars. Yeah, United breaks guitars. One more. 'Cause United breaks guitars. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Carroll, the United Breaks Guitars guy. Thanks for being here, Dave.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So just a couple of questions. I mean, the first is wow. I mean, it's incredible what's happened in just, I think, 4 months from when this was posted. But I thought it'd be interesting to talk just a little bit about the behind the scenes. How did this whole thing transpire?
Well, I play in a band. In addition to my solo career, I play in a band called Sons of Maxwell with my brother Don, and we were traveling to Nebraska, like the song said, in March 31st, 2008, and we landed in Chicago, and a person who didn't know we were musicians, just like it said in the video, said, "Oh my God, they're throwing guitars outside." And I encountered a real customer service issue for 9 months straight, talking to everyone from flight attendants to customer service reps in India to people in Chicago and New York. And no one would do anything. And eventually, one customer service rep said, "We're not going to do anything for your guitar. It was essentially your fault or somebody else's, and this is where it's going to end, and I'm not going to even email you anymore." So I said, "I'm not without options. If I were a lawyer, I might sue you, but I'm a songwriter. So I'm going to write 3 songs about your airline and make videos for them and talk about my customer service experience. You don't need to respond. I'll keep you tabbed on the progress," I said. And that was the first video.
All right. So, yeah.
Dude.
So they obviously didn't know who they were messing with. So it sounds like you've done quite a few interviews, and there's obviously 6 million views. Can you tell us a little bit about the conversations you've had and the exposure you've gotten?
The video went viral in 3 days, and I had hoped with the 3 videos, I thought 1 million would be a great number to try and achieve, and we reached 1 million by Friday of the first week, and there was really a media frenzy. I can say that I was in the middle of one, and I did well over 200 interviews with the biggest media in the world, and the 6 million views are indicative of how far-reaching it was.
Yeah. Wow. And so I'd also heard it. Well, actually, you told me a funny story. I think it was the day after you posted, or the morning after you posted the video, that the phone was ringing off the hook, and your wife came and said, "I think we're going to need some help."
The phone was ringing off the hook to the point where we couldn't keep track. I have a home-based business, and so we had one telephone line, and every time we'd pick it up, there would be somebody asking for an interview, and there would be 2 long-distance beeps from somebody else asking for the same thing. So, yeah, my wife hit the nail on the head on that one.
Wow, needed help. So I'd also heard, I don't know if I read this, but that there was an assessment on the impact to United's market capitalization.
One of my interviews was with the BBC, and they said that the stock dropped by 10% within 3 or 4 weeks of the video being out. So that amounted to a $180 million drop. And I'm not taking responsibility for all that, but.
So Dave told me that it cost $150 to create the video in about 9 hours. So $150, 9 hours. So that's roughly equivalent to about $1.25 million in market decapitalization per dollar spent by Dave on his video. So
we leveraged everything we could on that.
So wow. So kind of lastly, so 4 months probably seems like it's been 4 years at this point. But so any recommendations to United based on your experience? What would you tell them to do?
Well, ironically, this is so ironic that I had to fly from Saskatchewan to here the other day, and United was the only way to get here, and they lost my bag. I still haven't received my bag. Apparently it's in Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas. And so I would just ask them to give me my bag back, first of all, and then I would also ask them to stop losing other people's bags and breaking their guitars.
Wow. I mean, you're setting the bar so high, you know.
I'm not asking a lot here.
Yeah, I don't know if that's fair at all. But ladies and gentlemen, Dave Carroll, thank you for joining us, Dave. What an incredible story.